I had the opportunity to travel a lot and do wrestle overseas in Russia, do some tours for freestyle, and we did just wrestling to a lock quite a bit. It's just kind of a fun game at the end of practice, especially when guys are tired. When you say game, it kind of reframes everything in their minds. Hey, yeah, we're gonna play a game here. Okay. So I found kids really like it a lot, and it really promotes that sparring, flow wrestling type of feel. You guys can be bangers and still do this, obviously, but the goal of this is to trick the guy. You want to be smooth and misdirect him and then get it on a leg, and it kind of divides it into our shot into two different, experiences, I guess. Your shot, which is initially getting a lock, and then your finish. And I would argue if we spend a lot of time on the finishes, like the coach just did here, and a lot of the other finishes once you get a lock, then you just got to get our hands locked on a guy's leg. So we spend time getting our hands locked, then we can work to our finish, especially in high school. I think in college, it gets a lot harder to finish. You got to have a lot better setups. But if you can get your hands locked in high school and you have good fundamentals, I feel like you can do a lot of takedowns, okay? So all this drill is it's wrestling to the lock. And so you give them a best of 7, or you give them first guy to get 7 locks, okay? So it forces me to keep my head and my hands out front here good defensively. If I'm coming out doing this stuff right away and he can drop in, there's a point. All he has to do is get his hands together. If it's a high crouch here, strong position, that's a point, okay? Similarly, a single, that's a point. All I gotta do is get to here. I do like guys, if they can, to cut a corner or drive up a little bit to finish it. I don't really like counting a single here, you throw hard, and I have the belly out, get my hands locked. Like, it's hard to count that one, but I will count that one for this drill, because it's all about getting my hands locked. So it forces this guy to get off my hip and push me away as fast as he can. Obviously, your low ankles here, and get my hands together, good point. The biggest kind of debate comes over front headlock position. I snap my head down, or he shoots, right? Okay, he's reaching, he's trying to get my leg, I'm holding him here. I haven't scored yet, right? So I get to the corner, I still haven't scored. I haven't scored until I lock on the leg. So that just takes away all that, I gotta score my points, I'm behind him. No, you gotta get locked on the leg. Just keeps it simple, little fun game at the end. Get your locks in. 2 hands together or a lock constitutes. On a single leg when they're stretched out, I don't count hand to hand. It's gotta be an actual finger lock. That's a lock. You can wrestle. I can wrestle. He's got me all the way belly down. I can wrestle from here. It's hard, but I can. I have to run my feet, leg, pull it up. I can wrestle from here if I have to. It's tough, but I'll count that. Just a fun game. Just call it wrestling to a lock. We actually did a lot with national team stuff overseas. It's just great for kids. Get that lock in, and really, really emphasize my head position, hand position. If his head's lower than mine here, it's pretty easy for him to get an attack. I lower things down here, and then when he shoots on me, I'm getting down, head blocking with my head. Great angles. I want to be elusive, okay? I don't want to be just every time. I like to focus on light with my hands, be elusive, make him think I'm doing one thing, get to the other side. I think it really helps the flow wrestling type of feel that kids can develop their skills and flow on technique in the next very smooth.